good evening to you. Welcome to Volschel Gymnasium for tonight's contest between the Pittsfield Sockies and the Riverton Hawks. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Riverton coming to town at 6-1, Pittsfield 4-2 on the season in what looks to be a good matchup tonight. We'll talk more about the contest on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Okay, would you rather get your presents Christmas morning or in February? That is the difference with Cascom. I'm Casey French, and we offer Santa Speed service at nice list prices. 1 gig of service for new customers for just $99.95 for 6 months, or existing customers can upgrade $109.95 for 6 months. And for a little more holiday cheer, how about free installation? Cascom, 1-800-252-1799. Merry Christmas, and may all your presents arrive Christmas morning.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Welcome back alongside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with all of your banking needs close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. 4-2 are the Pittsfield Sockies. 6-1 are the Riverton Hawks. Hawks having a good start to their season. They started off the year with a 66-49 win against Argenta Oriana. Won their next contest handily over CHBC and Tri-Valley. Lost the only one on the schedule to this point to a very, very talented Warrensburg Latham squad. 80-40 was the final there before they have rebounded nicely and won 3 games in a row. 63-53 against a quality program in Monticello. 65-35 against Mount Pulaski. And most recently 62-30 against the Pawnee Indians earlier this week. The Pittsfield Sockies 4-2 on the season. They started out the year 3-0, beating Western 49-36, Camp Point Central 55-38, and Liberty 45-39 to win the Socky Turkey Tourney. Fell to Minden Unity on the road 58-54, beat Southeastern 42-37, and lost to West Central on Tuesday night 56-48. They recognized the 1984-85 Socky basketball team before the contest tonight, a team that finished in the Elite Eight. that year, and good to see so many of those members in attendance with us here tonight at Voschel Gymnasium. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you're with us tonight on Central Illinois Sports.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke. It's time to eat. Yum. 217-922-0067.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Greinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
Back with you at Voschel Gymnasium. Pittsfield and Riverton here tonight in this non-conference matchup. Riverton, a program that has been a little up and down over the last couple of years, but a basketball-rich tradition. Defeated the Sockies at Riverton last year, so Pittsfield trying to get a little bit of a notch in their belt and try to avenge that. But this Riverton Hawks squad, Jack, is a pretty young team overall, especially at the guard positions.
Yeah, they have a lot of sophomores in this group, not very many juniors, in fact, one. So seniors and sophomores pretty much make up their program. And, watching the JV kids tonight, it looks like some of the other kids are getting a little playing time as these kids are all having to be forced up to play on the varsity.
Riverton, of course, did not play varsity football in the fall, so for a lot of these guys, the first varsity sport of the season, and to start 6-1, a good start, and Riverton always plays a quality schedule too, and so it seems like even if we've seen them come into this game maybe 3-3, 4-2 sometimes, it seems like they always play good competition to start the year, and they did again this year.
Well, they're located in a good place to play good competition. You don't have to travel far to find good basketball schools, and from what I've heard about Warrensburg-Latham, getting that 20-point loss to them, and their coach said, yeah, I won't forget that night. He said Latham is just really loaded right now.
Well, it was a 20-point loss times 2, but 80-40 was the final on that one, so that's a pretty tough
20
one.
plus, I said.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, okay. Pittsfield lost to West Central on Tuesday evening. A game the Sockies quite honestly battled in, Jack, but just their lack of just physical size is what cost them that contest. They just didn't match up very well. Not that West Central, has kids that are 6'6" or anything, but Pittsfield, this is one of the smaller teams in the area.
Well, and when I watched that 84-85 team get introduced, if I was Brad Tomave, I'd be out there on the floor saying, why don't more of you people live here or have more boys? That team has got all kinds of guys over 6 foot tall on it.
Yeah, most of them close to 60 years old, so if they're...
Yeah, but I think, they're like Michael Jordan. We are 60, but I think we could still take them.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, there was no doubt when he saw the team get introduced of why they might have had a little bit of a success. I did laugh at interim superintendent Todd Fox's comment about one of the reasons he thought he had back problems was because of some hard fouls from a couple of guys. One of them he named, I think, was Mr. Hayden. So it seems kind of like a whiner, though.
I think, quite honestly, it was because Paul Krecky was on his butt so much. That's why his back was hurting. Back in the days when Paul Krecky got Liberty heading in the right direction, and Todd and some of those guys played in those days.
Good crowd on hand tonight here at Voschel Gymnasium. JV game started a little late. Riverton was a little late arriving as they got behind an accident on their way, so glad they are safe and here tonight for this contest. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Take a look at keys to the game next.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, keys to the game. First of all, you look at the Riverton Hawks squad, and while you don't see anybody out there that's 6'5", 6'6", again, pretty good height overall, they're going to be able to expose that. We've seen the Hawks really struggle shooting the ball from the perimeter the last couple of times they've played in this gymnasium, so they're looking to be a little hotter on the outside. For Pittsfield, they're trying to turn up the tempo in the contest. When you're not very big, you try to make things more of a run and gun type than a half-court slow it down game. And Pittsfield's got to get more scorers in the column other than Taylor Graham. He had 20-plus the other night, but nobody else close to double figures for the Sockies in that loss.
No, there's no doubt they're going to need more people scoring, but they also need to stop dribble penetration because when you're not very big, it's not like you're going to get a lot of help down there when they get by the guards. You got to stop that and force them to take shots they don't want to take. On the other side, a couple other guys just got to be willing to put the ball up in the offense, not just a three, and I think that will help them a lot.
Both teams headed to their benches. We step aside for our final timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll have the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Stotze Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotze Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotze Automotive and Tire.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Cutting down the chaos of life is a lot easier when you can find everything you need, including peace, at one place. Your local Farm and Home Supply.
Time for the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. First for the Riverton Hawks, Matt Mead's squad is 6-1. They'll start at a guard. He's a 6'2 senior, Carter Miller. At a second guard, he's a 5'10 sophomore, Julian Rice. And the third guard is the 5'10 sophomore, Graydon Hartlob. At a forward, a 6'2 senior, Jackson Miller. And at the other forward, the 6'3 junior, Colton Johnson. Johnson, Miller, Hartlob, Rice, and Miller for the Riverton Hawks. For the Pittsfield Sockies, Brad Tomhave squad 4-2. They'll start at a guard, a 5'10 junior, Hayden Grattan. At a second guard, the 5'10 junior, Rigston Bonds. The third guard is the 5'11 senior, Carter Frazier. At the fourth guard spot is the 5'10 junior, Taylor Graham. And at the single forward for the Sockies, the 6'2 senior, Clayton Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Graham, Frazier, Bonds, and Grattan for the Pittsfield Sockies. That's a look at your Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We tip it off from Voschel Gymnasium next.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs. Or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2021 Ford Escape has 102,352 miles, is all-wheel drive, has leather interior, a lane departure warning system, and forward collision system. It is priced to sell at $19,250. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain, to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Ready to tip it off here at Boschel Gymnasium. Riverton in the visiting orange uniforms with the blue numbers and white trim. The Sockies are wearing the whites tonight, and the tip is up and controlled by Riverton. Just underway here in high school boys basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. On the right side is Jackson Miller. He gets to the rim and scores the first two quickly for the Hawks. And Riverton out to a 2-0 lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Bonds brings it into the front court, into a double team, throws out of it to Frazier. Out front, Graham on the right side. Grattan looking down low for Reinhardt, overthrows him. As it's stolen away by Julian Rice. Rice on the bounce into the front court. Pass on the left side. That's Hartlob for three. It's an air ball. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Bonds' foot. And it will stay with Riverton on the baseline.
Sockies had two players there together, but neither one could corral it.
Out of bounds for Riverton as the Hawks have a 2-0 lead. Inbounds pass to Carter Miller, and he's bumped and fouled by Graham.
Graham picked up the first team foul. That reaching foul you don't want to do if you're the leading scorer for the Sockies. Just 40 seconds into the ball game.
Hartlob to trigger again. To Carter Miller on the right wing. Back out top, Hartlob. Pass on the right side to Rice. Tries to make a move. Is cut off at the free throw line. Look back door pass was a little behind the man and stolen away by Grattan. Turnover number one by Riverton. Pass to Reinhardt on the run up and in for two. And the Sockies tied the game at 2 points apiece with 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Here's Colton Johnson on a fadeaway jump shot, no good. Frazier is able to corral the rebound for Pittsfield. Sockies shooting for their first lead of the contest as Grattan brings it across to Graham, over to Bonds. He'll attack the rack. Runner up, no good as he was bumped. No call on the rebound to Johnson. He'll look to bring it up. Now gets it off to Jackson Miller. Jackson is a senior for this team. Left side, here's a three, Julian Rice. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Hawks have the 5-2 lead. Good quick launch from the sophomore. Frazier in the backcourt. He'll work to bring it up against Miller. Gets it across, out of a double team. Dangerous pass. It is nearly stolen away, but Grattan saves the day that time for the Sockies. Works a pass, and it's tipped out of bounds. Very active with the hands and feet are Hartlob and Rice for Riverton.
Riverton's long, very long with their defense.
Frazier to inbound on the sideline for the Sockies. Looking here, can't find an opening, and that's a 5-second call. A turnover on Pittsfield is their second and the early going. 6:09 to play in the first. 5-2 the Riverton lead, and now the basketball back the way of the Hawks. As Hartlob will be the man to bring it into the front court. To Carter Miller. Miller a good quick first step, and the ball is ripped out of his hands by Reinhardt. Gets it to Bonds into the front court. That's a picked up from behind by Jackson Miller. So the two teams trade turnovers, and Riverton back on the attack. Miller on the dribble drive, uses his size. Shot no good, might have been fouled, no call. Graham has the board for the Sockies. He'll push it ahead, have that ball tipped and stolen away again. Another Socky turnover, their fourth. In transition, here's Jackson Miller. Shot won't fall, but is fouled. And he'll head to the free throw line, and a costly early foul for the Sockies.
Taylor Graham's going to pick up his second before he shot the basketball tonight. He had plus 20 for them the other night. Sockies trail 5-2. Free throws to be shot by Jackson Miller. He has 2 points on the evening. First one up by Miller is good.
Come out and enjoy the fun with your friends at Bowlers Universe. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. Great specials each day. And lots of fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Miller takes the ball, puts it under his arm, and then relaxes and hits the bottom of the net and makes them both. He's got 4.
And it's a 7-2 Hawks lead, a 5-0 run after the game was tied at 2. Grattan looking to bring it toward the front court as Sweeting and Harris checked in. Another Pittsfield turnover. Now they're 5th already in less than 3 minutes. On the right wing is Miller. Gets it out top to Jackson Miller from Carter. Jackson Miller looks back door, had his man in Hartlob, but just couldn't corral it that time, and a turnover on the Hawks. 5:14 to play in the opening quarter. Riverton having things their way to start this ball game.
Pittsfield's spacing needs to get better to break the press.
Grattan with the basketball in the backcourt. Works it across, shoves off of it there. Look back door, there's Bonds. Back out to Grattan on the wing for three. It's well short. Rebound fought for, and Jackson Miller has it. He'll work it into the front court. Runner up and good for Julian Rice. And the Hawks lead 9-2, and the Sockey's won the timeout. On the Adams Network timeout, 4:54 to play in the first. It's Riverton 9, Pittsfield 2.
Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
For the fastest internet, it doesn't buffer no matter what line throws at you. With Adams Fiber, they're local in providing the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net. Timeout taken by Pittsfield. They find themselves down 9-2 with 4 minutes 54 seconds to play in the first. And to start the clock, there'll be less time in the quarter in a moment.
Go ahead and get started.
Out top with it is Bonds, and out to Grattan, and he'll call for traveling. And that possession took 2 seconds, and a turnover on Pittsfield. Those are mounting up early. It'll be sideline out of bounds for Riverton in the backcourt. The quickness of the Hawks has been hard for the Sockies to match. Here's Miller. He gets free, and that's about as easy as they come. And it's 11-2 Riverton. 9-0 run. Grattan with it into the front court on the bounce. They'll work it over to Sweeting. Sweeting on the dribble against the man-to-man pressure of Johnson. Off to Harris. Right wing, it goes to Bonds. Bonds tries to drive, throws it back out front to Grattan. Now Sweeting gets a touch. 4:23 to play in the first. Who will score without Graham out there? Sweeting going to try it from downtown, no good. Rebound Carter Miller. Quickly into the front court, finds Rice off the rim, no good. Harris with the rebound for the Sockies. Missed opportunity for Riverton there. Bonds to Harris on the baseline. Dribbles out of that spot. Gets it out top to Rigston Bonds. Halfway through quarter number one. It's been all Riverton so far. Here's Sweeting on the touch. Look for the opening. Now needs some help. Throws a pass out front. Run down by Bobby Harris. Off of the screen from Reinhardt. Now to Sweeting. He'll stop at the free throw line. Give it back to Bonds. Bonds on the dribble drive. To Harris. Riverton doing a really nice job moving the feet on the defensive side. Now Grattan gets a touch. Try to go down low, and a bump from behind by Colton Johnson.
Johnson's first, team second. Well, team first, I guess.
Here comes Jaron Lawson into the game for the Sockies, a 5'10 senior, along with Carter Frazier replacing Reinhardt and Bonds. On the other side into the contest for Riverton is Ethan Gilbertson. For the first time, also into the game is Trevor Davis. Here's a ball stolen away now by Hartlieb. Hartlieb's runner is up and good. Larceny in the layup for Hartlieb, and it's 13-2 Riverton.
11-0 run.
I believe that's Trevon Davis, by the way, according to the official roster here. And also, I think it's Ethan Gibberson. We'll have to check our stats people in the truck. 3 minutes to play in the first. Here's another Socky turnover.
8 of them already.
8 turnovers, 2 points, and not a recipe for success. Miller works down low to Johnson. Quickly around the horn, it comes back out to Miller. To Jackson Miller, top of the key. Go back his way in, throw it out front. Here's a three on the way. Gibberson, no good. Rebound down to Davis. He'll be tied up, and that ball will head the direction of Pittsfield on the alternating possession arrow. 2:37 to play in the opening period. Riverton on an 11-0 run right now. The game was knotted at 2 points apiece early. Lawson with it in the backcourt. He nearly loses it there. Does keep it alive to Grant. Over to Harris on the right wing. Bounce pass out top to Lawson. Frazier gets a touch. And a blocking foul going to be called on Trevon Davis.
Davis is first, team third.
And into the contest for the Hawks will come Tristan Tolley, a 6'2 senior. He'll replace Carter Miller. Inbounds pass in the backcourt goes to Frazier. Frazier on the drive. Picks it up, throws it out top to Lawson. Lawson to Sweeting. Left side, good look. 3, and he'll hit it. That makes it a 13-5 contest on Sweeting's first points of the night. Quickly into the front court, though, Jackson Miller. Nobody stopped ball, and he gets fouled on the floor, the official tells us. So it'll be ball to bounce for Riverton underneath.
Connor Sweeting picks up his first, team second. Here comes Riggs Bonds back in. He'll sit Grattan down. Giberson and Trevon Davis.
Inbounds pass is knocked away by Frazier. It'll go to Riverton now on the other side of the free throw line as Reinhardt checks back in. Harris takes a chair. And Riverton would like the Adams Fiber timeout. 1:56 to play in the first. Hawks leading the Sockies 13-5. Follow thefiber.net for all of your information about Adams Fiber and Adams experts. They can also help you with all of your computer repair needs. Learn more at followthefiber.net. Ball to bounce here for Riverton underneath their own hoop as Giberson will throw it in. On the right side, Jackson trying to get free. That's Jackson Miller, and he is bumped and fouled and looks to head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Lawson will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Team third, shooting free throws now, is Jackson Miller, who has 6 points on the night. 13-5 is the lead for Riverton. Make it 14-5 as he makes the first.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your next auto, residential, and commercial loan need. Give Damon Emmerich a call, 217-285-4404.
Lawson sits down. Grattan back in the game. Miller tries to add to his 7-point total and increase the lead to 10 and misses it. And guess what? Riverton gets the rebound.
Pass comes free to Tolley. Tolley's shot no good, but he's hacked in the act, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Pittsfield picking up fouls big time. Reinhardt picks up his first. 15 foul, they say. Free throws to be shot by Tristan Tolley, looking for his first points, 14-5. First one is up and no good.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Harrison Frazier sits down. Tolley tries on the second one. It's no good, and the rebound comes off to Bonds.
Bonds with the board for Pittsfield. Brings it across. Over it goes to Grattan on the wing. Tries to get free. Now Reinhardt helps on the perimeter. Pass on the wing. Goes off of Rice. Off of Grattan and out of bounds. And the turnover on Pittsfield is their 9th.
In 5.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes.
Into the contest for the Hawks. Well, they had 6 guys for a second. They'll sit somebody else down. There we go. Back in is, Gage Warner checks in for the first time. He's a senior. Carter Miller returns to the court. And on the bounce is Hartlop. They'll work it on the wing. That's to Colton Johnson, and he'll be called for the shuffle of the feet. The turnover on Riverton is their 4th. Ball to bounce to the Sockies in the backcourt. 1:22 to play in the opening quarter. 14-5 the Riverton lead.
Riverton's kids aren't thick, but they're playing pretty physical right now.
Quick. A lot of quickness out there on display for the Hawks. Oh, well, this one goes off of Grattan and out of bounds, and another Socky turnover, and it's pajama night for the Socky student section, and The team appears to be a little sleepy as well with their 10th turnover already with 1:15 to play in the first. Hartlaw brings it up against Bonds. Dribbles by him, drives the lane, and traveled first.
Turnover number 5. That was a Euro step +3.
That was the Switzerland shuffle, actually. 1:09 to play in the first, and that's, of course, illegal. The Euro step is a completely legal move. And here's an inbounds play, and Bob Harris is checked into the end boards, and it'll be icing and a 2-minute penalty.
Penalty goes against Johnson, his second. 4th team foul. He'll sit down, and into the game, Jackson Miller again.
1:09 to play in the first. Out of bounds to the Sakis in the backcourt. A lot of full court pressure by Riverton, and Pittsfield's having trouble. Now a near turnover, and it is a turnover on the inbounds play. A little give and go. Back to Rice. Off the window and in for 2. Julian Rice, another bucket.
Giving
and the
7.
Lead is 11 for Riverton. Bonds brings it into the front court for the Sakis. Trying to get somebody open. Off it comes to Sweeting with under 50 seconds to play in the first. Harris now has picked up the dribble. On the right side is Scranton. Hawks are up and in your business on the defensive side. Here's a ball thrown to the student section. And a turnover on Pittsfield, their 11th.
12th.
But who's counting? 30.5 seconds to play in the first. Hawks a chance to extend on what is already a double-digit lead. They'll nearly turn it over on the inbounds play, but a nice play. Tiptoeing the inline was Graydon, how about, Hartlaw. Here's Miller, gets it to Jackson Miller, back to Carter Miller. With 18 seconds, he says, I'm open. Tried to get it to Jackson Miller, goes through his hands and out of bounds. They'll talk about that one later, I'm sure. A turnover on the Hawks. Into the front court, Harris to Bonds with 8 seconds to play in the first. Bonds to Sweeting, works off of the Reinhardt screen, trying to find him on the roll. Ball goes free, Bonds puts it up at the buzzer, it's no good. And we played a quarter of basketball action. It's Riverton off to a dominating start, 16-5 after 1 second quarter play. By play, we're right next on Central Illinois Sports.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Ready to start quarter number 2, a 16-5 advantage for the Riverton Hawks on top of the Pittsfield Sakis. Tonight's action is brought to you in part by McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield, a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Trying to look at this picture of this 85 team. I don't recognize any of them the way they look now for some reason.
You have shooting percentages for us?
Well, I do. 2 of 6 is Pittsfield, 1 of 3 from the arc, 6 of 11 for Riverton, shooting 54%, 1 of 3 from the arc, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line.
Pittsfield with 12 first quarter turnovers. As Carter Miller has it out front for the Hawks. Right side, Julian Rice, dialing long distance, no good, and Jackson Miller will be called for being over the back.
That'll be his first. Team first to the second quarter. 16-5 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, and Pittsfield just having trouble even figuring out who's going to take the ball out of bounds without Taylor Graham out there.
Well, that's a question. How long do you leave Graham on the bench? I know he's got 2 fouls as Reinhardt's going to get his shot blocked, and the rebound down to Werner. Off it comes to Miller into the front court. Little give and go from Carter to Jackson Miller. Baseline move, turnaround shot up and good.
He's got 9. Here comes Pittsfield the other way. Bonds brings it across the timeline to Harris on the wing. Tries to find Sweeting on the pick. Now throws it away for the 13th turnover. All the way the other end. A Larceny layup up good by Miller. And an Adams Fiber timeout. 20-5. Riverton with the lead. Back after this. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you're looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
7:06 to play in the first half. Timeout taken by Pittsfield, their second Adams Fiber timeout of the night. And things have gone from bad to worse for the Sockies as they trail 20-5. Taylor Graham has checked back into the game for Pittsfield with 2 fouls. He's out of a double team to Reinhardt, who throws it right into the hands of Carter Miller. Look out into the front court. He'll go up with a left-hand runner up and good. And Riverton making a living off of the Socky turnovers.
17-point lead at the 6:45 mark.
Goodness. Here's Grattan on the right side to Bonds. Bonds tries the dribble drive. He'll throw it back out top to Graham. Graham has yet to take a shot tonight. Over to Sweeting for a 3-point shot. He'll find his second triple of the game to make it 22-8.
Hey, 6 more of those and you're right in it.
Hartlob with it between the circles for the Hawks. Over to Rice. He'll put up a shot from the free throw line. Kind of got caught in a weird spot and called for traveling. A turnover on the Hawks as Jaron Lawson checks back in. And Reinhardt will sit down. So the Sockies.
Riverton's turned it over 7 times. I mean, that's a lot in the first half for a team that's 6-1.
And bounce pass to Graham in the backcourt. They'll let everybody clear out and try to bring it up against the pressure defense of Jackson Miller. Graham to Lawson. Lawson hands it to Sweeting on the left wing. Gives it to Grattan. Grattan from the free throw line had his shot blocked. Rebound comes down to Miller. That's Carter Miller. He'll cross over, drive by Sweeting. Get to the left hand off the window. To the wall, and with 5:44 to play in the half, it's 24-8. Bonds now has it swiped away from behind. Into the front court, Julian Rice. It looks like a layup line right now for Riverton. Brad Tomei wants a timeout. 5:33 to play in the half. Riverton running away 26-8.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
5:33 to play in the half. Pittsfield has taken 3 timeouts. And Jack, I don't know what they're going to do to slow down this Riverton attack. Here's Lawson on a cut into the lane. Throws it out to Grattan, and he travels. Another Socky turnover.
16 turnovers, and one of the biggest things that Riverton has done is they've sped the Sockies up, and they haven't handled the pressure at all so far tonight. 5:22 left in the half. 26-8, the lead for Riverton. They're a good team. They're not that good of a team.
Well, you give a team that many more opportunities, though, they're bound to put up points.
That's right.
Now Miller going to be called for travels. He kind of caught on the hip.
8 turnovers on them. 24 turnovers between the 2 teams in the first half.
Coach Matt Mead telling his young man, if you come to a jump stop there, you don't have to worry about that.
What I like about Riverton is they don't give up the pressure at all.
Here's a pass into the corner to Lawson. He'll drive the baseline, throw it out to Graham. Graham picks it up, fires away from distance, no good. Rebound down to Giberson. Off to Carter Miller, into the front court. Jackson Miller says, I'll take this one. The Miller boys both having good games in this contest, as is Julian Rice. Here's Davis now on the dribble, and they'll call him for the carry. And another Hawks turnover, and that'll be one stat Matt Mead won't be happy with at the halftime break.
How about this one? Pittsfield has 2 rebounds in the ballgame so far.
Lost into the backcourt in a dangerous spot. He looks to bring it up. Double team coming his way. Needs some help. Start one away. Davis the takeaway, up and under. Batted away now by Grattan. Loose ball, run down by Sweeting. A turnover for a turnover. As Grattan brings it into the front court to Graham. He'll attack down low. Blocked by Miller. Swiped away now by Giberson. To Jackson Miller on the run into the front court. Left side, Rice, 3. Climbs off the rim, no good. Davis was over the back.
Davis will pick up the foul to be his second team foul the second quarter. 4:11 left in the half, 26-8. Hey, the Sockets will be dancing at halftime, and I think the band maybe will play a little more.
Cashton Bliven is into the game for the first time. Cashton is a 5', 9.5-inch sophomore. Here's a ball stolen away on the inbounds. Davis has it. Bounce pass down low, and it'll be stolen away by Sweeting. Back it comes the way of the Sockys. Lawson across to Bonds. With under 4 minutes to play in the half, it's 26-8 Riverton. Graham at the free throw line. Pulls up for a shot. Finds the mark there.
His first 2 of the night.
And makes it 26-10. Pass on the left side. Giberson open 3. No good. And the rebound tipped. And Davis fighting for it. Bonds fighting for it. It's run down now by Rice on the wing. To Hartlob. Back on the right side, Bliven. Gives it out top. Jackson Miller hangs in the air. Gets it to go. And is fouled.
Bonds will pick up the foul, I do believe. Count the bucket. It will be Bonds picking up the foul. And for the first time this season, we'll see Grant McCartney into the game.
McCartney is a senior for the Sockys. Stands 5'9".
Is it 26 or 28 to 10?
28.
Thank you. Free throw is up and no good, and the rebound comes off the way of Riverton.
Hartlob out top to Jackson Miller, and the Hawks with a chance to reset. On the wing, Davis. Dribble drive in. Hartlob up and in for 2, and it's 30-10 Hawks. 3:13 to play in the first half. Grattan into the front court to Grant. Works the ball, stolen one right away. Took his cookie that time to Jackson Miller. Over to Davis, down low. What a find to Cashton Bliven. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, run down Jackson Miller. He'll attack the rack and score 2 more.
He's got 11.
He's an impressive looking player, is Jackson Miller, the senior.
32-10. Pittsfield throws it away for the 21st time in the half.
You know, the contest is Tristan Tolley returning into the game for Riverton. Yowzers.
Practice at 7 in the morning.
I think actually I don't know what time it is. Here is Davis on a drive. His pull-up jump shot good. Hawks extend on their biggest lead of the night on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Lawson now travels. Here comes Colin Bernard, the freshman, into the game for Pittsfield. Julian Rice returns for Riverton. Rice will bring it up against McCartney in the backcourt. Crosses over, dribble drive, kicks to the wing. 3-point shot, Cashton Bliven, no good. And over the back on the board is Tristan Tolley.
Tolley will pick up the foul, his first, team third. 2:03 left in the half. 34-10 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Graham has it in the backcourt as Riverton will now drop back into a half-court defense, up by 24 with 2 minutes to play in the half. McCartney with the basketball out front, gets it over to Bonds. Bonds on the knife inside. To Grattan, top of the key. He'll fire away from downtown, no good. Rebound fought for, and Tolley has it for Riverton. Giberson with it into the front court. To Davis. He'll throw the pass out front to Giberson. 1:27 to play for the half. Bliven now on the left side. Pass out top, Davis catches it. He'll try the drive against Graham. Graham's got to be careful of those two fouls. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Tolley. And it'll head the way of the Sockies as here comes another new man in for Pittsfield, Brett Ader, the 5'11 senior. 1 minute, 12 seconds to play in the half. Graham with the basketball, brings it across for Pittsfield. Has the ball knocked away, but he runs it back down. Can dribble again, and does. Has it knocked away and stolen away now. Davis with the steal. Bounce pass into the front court. Gets it over to a wide open Carter Miller for three, and it's good. 45 seconds to play in the half. Here's a pass down to Bernard. The freshman with a left-hand runner up won't fall. Rebound down to Davis. Ball be stolen away by Bernard with good hustle there. McCartney down to Ader. Turnaround shot off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Bernard. Nope, they'll say last touched by Miller, and it'll be Pittsfield basketball underneath. 28.3 seconds to play in the half.
Somebody's got to take it out.
McCartney to trigger. Looks for the opening. Throws it out front to Ader. Ader to McCartney on the wing. Crosses over, goes to the left hand, passes it out to Bernard. Bernard has a poked away from behind, but that's because he was fouled by Trevion Davis.
Davis will pick up the foul. It'll be his third, I do believe.
He'll sit down as back into the game, Gage Warner. Out of bounds on the baseline for the Sockies as Grant McCartney will be the trigger man. Trying to direct some traffic, and a pass tipped but run down by Brett Ader. Ader to McCartney with 15 seconds to play in the half. To Graham with 10. Graham going to try to take his man off the dribble. Crosses over, travels, but they'll say a blocking foul first, and Graham will shoot 2 free throws.
Carter Miller will pick up his first foul. 2 free throws for Graham. 3.6 seconds left in the half. 37-10 is the score, and I'm not kidding. With the 2 points is Taylor Graham, shooting a pair. First one is up and good. He'll shoot another. 37-11. Stay tuned for the Little Jess Motors Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Second one by Graham is also good.
Here's Trey Schleeper into the game as Graham sits down. Schleeper, another senior for Pittsfield. 3.6 seconds to play in the half. Inbounds pass is going to be caught on the run by Rice. Rice kicks to the wing. 3-point shot, good if it goes by Bliven. Off the iron, no good. And we head to halftime. And the Little Jess Motors halftime show where the Riverton Hawks lead the Pittsfield Sockies 37-12. Halftime stats and more your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. As you start to wrap up your presents at Little Jess, we're ready to wrap up the year. What better way to show your love than by giving the gift of a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from Little Jess? During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, you can save up to $10,000 on a 24 Jeep Wagoneer with select competitive model. Get a new $60,000 2025 Ram Crew Cab Bighorn for just $49,325. Looking for a new Wrangler to get you through the snow? Drive one for just $499 per month. Season's greetings from Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 37-12 lead for Riverton over Pittsfield at the halftime break. Halftime stats brought to you in part by Real Men Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much, much more. Stop by and see the real family at Real Men Twine, 217-285-5013.
It was 16-5 Riverton after one quarter, 37-12 at halftime. They've led by as much as 27 in the game. Pittsfield, 24 turnovers in the first half. Riverton's turned it over 12 times. Taylor Grant with 2 fouls, single fouls on Clayton Reinhardt, Jaron Lawson, Connor Sweeting, and Rigston Bonds. On the Riverton side, Graydon Hartley, Trevon Davis has 3 fouls. Single foul on Jackson Miller, 2 on Colton Johnson, and a single foul on Tristan Tolley. It is 37-12 at halftime. Riverton with the lead. Back with more on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show after this.
Bostard Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 37-12 lead at the halftime break for Riverton on top of Pittsfield. Little Jess, 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process seamless and making sure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them across from Quincy High School.
Pittsfield, 4 of 15 in the first half, 27%, 2 of 6 from the arc, 33%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 50%. Riverton, 16 of 28, 57%, 2 of 9 from the arc, 22%, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 42%. Jackson Miller leads the way with 11 points in the first half, 9 apiece from Julian Rice and Carter Miller, 4 points from Graydon Hartley, 4 from Trevon Davis in the first half. Pittsfield, Sweeting had 2 threes for 6 points. Taylor Graham's got 4 on the night, and Clayton Reinhardt, the first 2 of the night, on a layup. That came very early. Turnover night at Voschel Gymnasium, 37-12. Pittsfield trails Riverton at halftime. We're back with the second half play-by-play after these.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Just about ready for third quarter action. Pittsfield will have the basketball to start the quarter. They are down 37-12. Grattan, Graham, Bonds, Frazier, and Reinhardt. On the other side, it's Jackson Miller, Carter Miller, Rice, Hartlob, and Johnson for the Riverton Hawks. And we're underway here in period number 3. Pittsfield looking to take better care of the basketball with 24 first half turnovers. Grattan with it on the right wing. He'll hand it off to Graham. Thought about the 3, now we're to Frazier. Frazier knifes the lane, bounce pass down low, stolen away by Carter Miller. Miller will bring it across for the orange-clad Hawks. To Hartlob, beats his man off the bounce and in for 2.
6 for him now.
And with 7:20 to play in the third, biggest lead of the contest right now for Riverton.
Well, they tied it.
Another turnover as Hartlob got the takeaway. He'll have the ball kicked by Grattan. And it's out of bounds on the sideline for Riverton. As throwing it in will be Carter Miller. He'll throw it into the backcourt, let Rice go run it down, the sophomore, to play the point. Dribble drive. Look for the back cut. There's Carter Miller. Had his shot blocked, got it back though. And he'll pull it back out front for Riverton. To Rice. Looking to make his move. Spin move inside. Good take. Can't get it to go, but that's because he's fouled and Julian Rice heads to the free throw line.
Foul on Pittsfield. Will go against Reinhardt. That'll be his second. Team first of the quarter. Julian Rice looking for double digits. Has 9 on the night, I should say. First one is up and good.
Waters Concrete and Tim Waters there for quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Second one also good. He's got 11 and biggest lead right now.
41-12 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Here's a lob pass down, stolen away by Rice. Rice on the run into the front court. Leaves it up for Carter Miller on a little lob action.
He's got 11.
It's 43-12. With it on the wing is Bonds into a double team. He's fouled.
Foul will be on Riverton. That foul will go on Julian Rice, his first, team first of the quarter.
Hawks are like sharks with blood in the water, though, going after every loose ball, going after every potential steal. They're very, very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has paid off big time for them in this one as they've just run away with this one from the get-go. Here's Grattan, look back door. Instead of Frazier on the left side has his pocket pick, but Grattan will pick up the loose ball. Over to Graham. And pass to Frazier that up to Sabin. Now Reinhardt to Carter Frazier. Frazier kicks to Grattan. Right side three, good. Grattan has his first bucket of the contest and makes it 43-15. Hartlaw brings it across. A little keep away on the dribble here. Guarded by Bonds. Drives in. Picks it up on the baseline. Needs some help. Off to Rice. Rice reverses, drives, gives it off to Johnson, who can't make the layup. And Grattan has the rebound for the Sockies. Hayden Grattan brings it across to Graham. Graham left side, Frazier. He'll try a three. It's no good. And the rebound down to Johnson. Gets it off to Carter Miller. Long bounce past Jackson Miller. Little give and go back to Carter Miller. It won't fall through. But he's fouled and will head to the free throw line. A pretty give and go by the Hawks.
Reinhardt picks up his third foul. Second foul of the quarter, 43-15. 5:08 left in the quarter. Carter Miller with 11 on the night. First free throws for him. First one is up and good.
LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing for all of your hauling needs. Call the Dunhams and their professional team at LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808.
Second one for Carter Miller on a 44-15 lead. He is short, and the rebound comes off to Bonds.
Bonds with the ball for the Sockies. A Sweeting checked in during the dead ball for Pittsfield as Reinhardt went to the bench for those three fouls. Here's Graham now, loses his footing, and it's called for a travel.
29th turnover now.
Must you emphasize that so much on your 69th birthday? Here's a drive by Rice, and he'll put it in for two.
He's got 13.
Impressive young man is Julian Rice. 46-15. Sweeting now had a little trouble with the catch. Pass goes in the corner to Carter Frazier. Between the circles, Graham. He'll drive inside. Kick it on the wing to Grattan for a three. It's no good. Rebound down to Rice. Gets it to Carter Miller. Now against the Saki man-to-man with 4:23 to play in the third. On the wing, Jackson Miller. He'll work off of the screen, down low, gets it off to Johnson. Good sharing of the ball by the Hawks. Take nothing away from Riverton at all in this one. They've earned it, this big lead, with 4:03 to play in the third. Pittsfield's problems have been caused by the Hawks, and here's yet another turnover, make it 30. 30 turnovers, 15 points is a bad, bad combination. You haven't seen the Sakis get beat like this in a long time. There's Grattan now going to get the steal. He'll get it out to Graham. Over to Sweeting just inside the arc, and he's got 8 in a reserve roll to make it 48-17. Here's a drive now by Carter Miller, and he got by Bonds. Bonds bumps and knocks him down, so he'll be called for the foul.
His second, team third of the quarter. Here comes Bobby Harris into the game. Carter Frazier sits down.
3:40 to play in the third. Ball to bounce to the Hawks underneath. In the corner with it is Johnson. Quick first step. Blows by his man. Shot blocked by Graham. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton on the baseline. Sakis have had a lot of trouble staying in front of the Riverton guards. Here's an open shot. Julian Rice picks it up, puts it in for 2. As he just keeps adding on to his game-high point. Here's Bob Harris, blocked by Miller. Miller into the front court, throws it for Hartlob. Hartlob with a layup. He had it partially blocked, goes out of bounds. It'll be Hawks basketball as here comes Travion Davis. Also Gage Werner into the game. They will replace Johnson and Carter Miller for Riverton. 3:20 to play in the third. Here's a pass on the wing. That's to Hartlob. He gets a wide open look. No good. A rebound down to Sweeting. Outlet pass off to Bonds. Bonds will bring it across. Over to Grattan. Open for a 3. Nails it. Grattan with 6 on a pair of 3s. Cuts it down to a 30-point lead. On the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Here's the ball poked away by Sweeting now as he took it away from Hartlob. First turnover of the second half. 3 by Sweeting, no good. Rebound down to Rice. He'll work it out to Davis. Davis on the deck with 2:30 to play in the third. Top of the key, Jackson Miller. He's going to try to drive in. Kicks it back out now to Rice. Rice wants this little screen and roll action here. Ball knocked away by Graham. Stolen away by Grattan. Grattan on the dribble drive into the front court. Sweeting now. Graham top of the key. He'll try the dribble drive in. He is hammered on the play and will shoot 2 shots.
That'll go against Javon Davis. That'll be Davis's 4th foul. Second team foul of the quarter. Grant McCartney's going to check in. Also checking in will be Lawson after the first free throw by Taylor Graham. Graham on the night with 4 points. First one is up and short.
Bowlers Universe, come out and enjoy the fun with your friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. They have great food, the coldest drinks in town, and great bowling as well at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
2:06 left in the quarter, 50-20. Second free throw is no good, and the rebound comes off to Grattan.
He'll get it to Graham, who fires away from downtown, no good. Rebound loose underneath, and Julian Rice comes out of the scrum with it for Riverton. He'll have his pocket pick. No, they'll say that Lawson fouls him, and he'll be called for the reach. No, they'll actually call it on Grattan.
Grattan will pick up his first foul, 4th team foul. 2:01 left third quarter, 50-20 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Miller has it out top. That's Carter Miller. Kicks to the wing in Giberson to Davis. The right side three-pointer by Werner is good. Gage Werner with the tray to make it 53-20. McCartney with it out top. Trying to get a control on the dribble. He travels. And that will allow some substitutes to come into the game for both teams. Here's Bonds back in for Pittsfield. They'll replace Cratton on the other side. Bliven returns, as does Tristan Tolley. .127 to play in the third. Long pass finds Giberson on the left side. He'll give it out to Bliven. Top of the key now with it is Davis. Looks for the opening. Couldn't find the man on the cut. Hands it to Werner. Back to Giberson with 1:10 to play in the third. It's been all Hawks. Long skip pass. Left wing. Werner, three. No good. Rebound down to Harris for the Sockies. Gets the ball to Taylor Graham. Graham has his pocket pick. Stolen away. Bliven on the run out into the front court. He'll drive in, leave it over the front of the rim, and in for two with the finger roll, as Bliven has his first basket of the contest. Under a minute to play in this third quarter, as Bonds has it to Graham. We'll have action for you Monday night here as Pittsfield's girls will take on Liberty. Here's a missed shot. Rebound down to Tolley. Pittsfield's boys will be back in action on Tuesday here against Griggsville Perry. 20 seconds to play in the third. Kind of a running clock fourth quarter, so it'll go by in a hurry. As Davis drives in, puts up a high archer, no good. Graham with the board with 7. Gets it to Harris, off the window and in for 2. Good finish by Bobby Harris. And that's the way the third quarter will come to a close. Riverton on top, 55-22 after 3. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play on Central Illinois Sports.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing!
55-22, the Riverton lead after 3. Hawks will have the basketball to start the final quarter. And Jack?
Hawks are 23 of 41, 56%, 3 of 11 from the arc, 31%, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 55%. Pittsfield shooting 33%, 9 of 27. Getting up 14 more shots, 5 of 13 from the arc and 1 of 4 from the free throw line.
Here's Werner to fire up a 3, no good. Grant McCartney has the rebound for the Sockies. His pass is going to be tipped and then taken away as the Hawks back on the attack here. Davis with it out top. He looks to try the dribble drive against Harris. Bumped around there a bit, throws a pass up for grabs, and it's stolen away by Brett Ader. Ader on the dribble drive into the front court. Pass down low to Lawson off the window and in for 2. Good find by Ader. Lawson puts it in for his first bucket to make it 55-24. On the left side with it is Bliven. Out now to Giberson. Left side with it is Werner now. 6:55 remaining in this contest. Here's a drive in by Davis. Shot no good, but he's fouled and will shoot 2 shots.
Who was the foul on? I missed that one.
It's on the Sakis, number 11, Trey Sleeper.
Sleeper picks up his first. Free throws for Davis, playing with 4 fouls, has 4 points on the night, misses the first.
The Pike County Express, they're your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since the year of 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Second one up by Davis, also no good. Rebound comes off to Sleeper.
With 6:11 to play. Sleeper into the front court. Off to McCartney. Now Harris. To the Sleeper. We'll try the dribble drive in. Little shot fake. Shot no good. Foul though. And Trey Sleeper will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots.
Foul is on. Could not pick up that number either.
Warner.
Warner picks it up, his first. Sleeper's first free throw was good.
Hey, check out our friends at Reels this holiday shopping season. Indoor and outdoor wall hangings, concrete, lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more at Reels just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. 217-285-5013.
Brody Tomhave comes into the game. Bobby Harris sits down. Sleeper makes both free throws.
Bernard also returned for Pittsfield, so a pair of freshmen out there for the Sakis.
Sophomore game was no better, trust me, folks.
Here's a pass out top, Bliven over to Giberson. Gets it to Werner. He'll turn the corner and hand it to Davis. Davis looks to get an opening now. Good defense by McCartney. Out to Giberson with 4:50 remaining. Bliven gets a touch on the right side. Bliven is just a sophomore as well for Riverton. So a talented sophomore group, and now a traveling call against Gage Werner. 4:33 and counting. Tomhave, little backdoor cut to McCartney. A bounce pass in the lane to Ader, denied there. Gets it to Bernard on the right side for 3. Off the iron, no good. And Werner grabs the rebound. He'll bring it to Giberson into the front court. Back to Werner. Davis now gets a touch with just a little over 4 minutes to play. Davis gonna fire a deep 3 now, no good. And on the rebound is Gage Werner on the offensive side. Gets it into Giberson, over to Werner for a 3, right wing, no good. Ader secures the board for the Sakis. Off to Bernard. On Bernard, dribble drive, had it knocked away, got it back. Extra pass, Tomhave out top to McCartney for a 3, good. Grant McCartney with the tray to make it 55-29. He'll sit down as Ryan Harris is in on the other side for the Hawks. We'll see a couple of new men into the contest, including Tyler Meyer. Also into the game is Jack Gravelin. And that other young man, I believe, is Jackson Traeger. Here's a ball now stolen away by Bernard. Bernard with the takeaway and the 2 for the Sakis to make it 55-31 with 3 minutes to play. Here's a ball that's an over and back, and that'll allow McCartney to check back in. Also for the first time of the season, the 6'3 sophomore Silas Smith. They sit down Sleeper and Ader for Pittsfield. 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior out there for Pittsfield as McCartney, the lone upperclassman, to play the point. Here's Tomhave on a drive, gets up and under and in for 2. Good stick to it and miss that time for Brody Tomhave with his first basket of the night. Tyler Meyer in the backcourt. There's a pass that's going to be knocked away. Grant McCartney ties the man up. Alternating possession arrow favors the Sakis. Good effort out of this group out there right now. And I like Matt Mead still coaching hard even with the group he's got out there. He's saying, hey, no minutes are wasted minutes. Here's Smith. He'll turn the corner. Gets free. Right-hand runner up and good. Silas Smith with his first bucket to make it 55-35. 1:50 remaining. Bliven with the basketball on the dribble. Little runner up, no good. Rebound down to Harris. Ryan Harris, the freshman. He'll bring it across. Wait for Tom Habe to get across. Hands it off to him. He'll try the dribble drive. Bumped on the way, on the floor, the official tells us. Nope, on the shot. And he'll shoot two.
55-35, 125 clock running. He'll shoot a pair. Will Tom Habe has 2 points on the night. 20-point game now, but it was 32 at one time. Misses the first. He'll get another.
Ader and Sleeper back in for the Sockies. They'll sit down Bernard and Harris for Pittsfield.
Younger kids need to understand this is their opportunity to make a dent. Second one by Tom Habe is good.
55-36 as Tom Habe has three. Giberson on the dribble into the front court for Riverton with under a minute to play. Ooh, backdoor, nice cut to Bliven off the window and in for two.
Give him 4 on the night.
Nice job to set his man up and then a quick step to the back door.
First points of the fourth quarter.
Here's Smith. Kicks to the wing. Tom Habe for a three, no good. Rebound, McCartney fighting for it, but was on the end line. Bernard and Harris will come back in. They'll sit down Tom Habe and Smith with 25 seconds left. Stay tuned for the Logan Ag Incorporated postgame show, where we'll wrap it up with some final stats and name our player of the game. Bliven gets it out front. Hawks just going to take the final 10 seconds off the clock, and they're going to move to 7-1 on the season with a 57-36 drubbing of the Pittsfield Sockies. Sockies drop to 4-3, and we take you to the Logan Ag postgame show with final stats and our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag postgame show. Logan Ag Inc. with locations in both Illinois and Missouri. On the Illinois side, you'll find them in Griggsville and Winchester. In Missouri, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris. Logan Agri-Service Incorporated, 217-833-2375.
16-5 after one quarter, 37-12 after two, 55-22 after three, 57-36 the final. Riverton 24-46, 52%. 3 of 14 from the arc, 21%, 6 of 13 from the free throw line, 46%, 3 guys in double figures. Julian Rice led the way with 15, 12 for Carter Miller, and Jackson Miller had 11. 6 points for Graydon Hartleib, also 4 points for Trevon Davis, 4 points for Cashton Bliven, 2 points for Colton Johnson, 3 for Gage Werner in the ball game. On the other side, Pittsfield 14 of 34, 6 of 16 from the arc, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Had 33 turnovers on the night, 8 points from Connor Sweeting on 2 threes and a deuce. 3 points from Brody Tom Have, 2 from Trey Sleeper, 3 from Grant McCartney, 6 from Hayden Gratton, 4 points from Taylor Graham. Ryan Harris had 2, Colin Bernard 2, Jaron Lawson 2, Clayton Reinhart the first 2 of the ball game. 10 people for the Sockies got in the scoring column tonight.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the nice night from the sophomore, Julian Rice? Really did a lot of good things. A lot of those turnovers forced, especially in the first half. Rice was right in the thick of things to get a touch on the ball and to take away. And Julian Rice is our player of the game in this one. Final Riverton 57, Pittsfield 36. We hope you'll join us next week for more action on Central Illinois Sports.